burr, burr, and wet and crazy. And look at this curly hair. You see what happens? This is what happens when God gives you curly hair. And I'm so proud of my curly hair because I don't have to do those hot rollers. I don't have to do that stuff. I roll it in them old-timey rollers for about 20 minutes. But this weather and this craziness, your bones, your hair, and your mood, when it's kind of gloom and doom, sometimes it makes you sad. But today we hope to change your mood. We hope to make it a better day for everybody because we're going to be talking about the holidays as they come up. We're going to talk about some sad things. We're going to talk about some good stuff, and we're going to share Mr. Ellijay's Christmas music. He has placed a request for a couple of things that he knows I do. But I want to share with y'all 2 tips from me. This is the simplest, easiest Christmas shopping you will ever do, ever. This is what my kids and grandkids are getting for Christmas. They are each getting a Christmas Pete hoodie, and we're going to talk about this today. And we're going to talk about why it's important to me to support Christmas Pete. You see that hoodie? Christmas Pete has been sharing good times, happiness, and just joy around Georgia and even into Tennessee for 17 years. So in honor of Christmas Pete, I did my Christmas shopping on Monday. I went down to Malden's Body Shop and I just raided those cases and cases and cases of hoodies. And so my guys here on the set, they are going to be wearing these hoodies too. Everybody I know and love is going to be wearing a hoodie too. The only person that I'm not sure I can get in one, and y'all know he's a little choir, and I don't know if he'll wear it, but we'll see. And the other thing that I did, my extra shopping, was, along with the hoodie, they get a pair of Dancing Trump socks. Now these just came in yesterday and I ordered them 2 weeks ago. They are made in Orlando, Florida. So Paul Kiker, yes, next time you sit on the set right before inauguration, you will have your little leg sitting right here and it will have on Trump dancing socks. Now if you voted the other way, then I'm going to give you some coal for Christmas. So that's all you get. But if you voted to save America, there you go. There you go. Now how simple is that shopping, y'all? That's $32 to buy this. This is 20 bucks. Now, you can't walk in a store and tell me where you can find a hoodie. And this, we want to talk about this because I have a hoodie on a chair that is missing the person who should be there. The person should be there. Many, many tow truck operators are killed in the line of duty. They are working, they are picking up your recovery after an accident. They are doing their job, and many, many, many lose their lives. And in honor of each and every one of them, the International Towing Museum in Chattanooga, Tennessee, is where you can learn about this. It is a great place to go and to learn and to think about. They're just doing their job. They're just doing their job, and often they lose their life. It happens over and over and over. I remember the last one that happened down on I-575. It was horrific. It was horrific. Just doing his job, a young man, just doing his job. So in honor of Malden Body Shop and I was thinking about this Monday when I was down there. I was married to somebody who worked out of Post 20, and he died very young, but he had great respect for Malden Towing, and every wreck they ever worked, Malden Towing was on the scene. Good folks, good people. But when they did this really showed how good they are because they show up. It doesn't cost you money to see Christmas Pete. You don't have to pay him any money. You don't have to do anything. But I think that what we can do, these are $20 each. You can go to Malden Body Shop or do like I did, call and place your order and go by and pick up the whole order. This is a great gift. They have children's sizes, they have adult sizes, they have 2X, they have all the sizes you would want. 20 bucks. I think you should show up for Christmas dinner in your Trump dancing socks and your Christmas Pete hoodie. I think that is just a great idea. And it is our way to give back because If you've been, you know, when Riker was little, we would ride around and look for Christmas Pete because we knew they would be at different shopping centers, they would be in different parades, and it was a big deal to get to see Christmas Pete. It's still a big deal. Christmas Pete has now added some friends, and he has Christmas Carol and he has the towboat. And it's so funny to me because the more the merrier, you know, and it just brings joy to so many. So today, if you're thinking, well, I've got this grandson or this granddaughter, I have no idea what to get them, they don't need a thing, this is what you can do. $20. Malden is located at the corner of Butterworth and Old 5, down from where you pay your property taxes, y'all, in Cherokee County. Pick up the phone and call them. You can order them. They'll have them ready. Tell them what sizes you need and go by and pick it up. This is money going to, every single penny goes to help those who lost their lives. Every single penny. Not part of it, not 10% of it, not 5% of it. Every penny goes to help. So please think about this as a Christmas gift. And again, this is what everybody I know and love is getting, this and the Trump socks. That's my Christmas shopping. And you know, I'm not even going to buy gift bags for them. Why would I pay $4 for a gift bag? I'm going to throw it at them when they come in the door. So does that make sense? Sure it does. Yeah. And let me tell you, when you get old and crotchety and you've done all these Christmases all these years and you've made everybody happy, you know, just show up. That's all you got to do is just show up. Well, we want to talk about this empty chair because there are so many people, so many lives are lost often on the job, and there's no worse time for things like that to happen than Christmas. There will be a lot of Christmas tables that will have empty chairs. There will be a lot of people who worked as linemen. There are a lot of people who work cutting down trees. There are people who may be working just as simple as directing traffic and lose their life. So as the holidays approach, please, when you sit down to your table, say a prayer for those chairs that are empty at so many homes. So many homes. And last night I was reading something that absolutely rocked my world. I could not believe this. I sold a farm to a young lady, and she's an attorney. She was happy, healthy, everything going well. And she has recently, she is surviving from a suicide attempt. And it absolutely blew my mind because she is the picture of beauty and happiness and a wonderful, wonderful soul trying to help others all the time. And something happened that rocked her world. But she's here. She's still alive, and she made it. And we hope that she will completely recover from the trauma. And, you know, when you get depressed, sometimes it is one of those things that you can't overcome. And I hope that she will be able to overcome it. But it blew my mind. I thought, if you had told me this 2 years ago, that this gorgeous woman with these beautiful children and this career could even think about that, it absolutely blew my mind. There's so many families who are going to face tragedy and trauma over the holidays. So when you pray especially for those that are feeling weak and vulnerable and having a problem dealing whatever life has thrown them, because we all know you may be riding and guiding today and everything be wonderful, but tomorrow is a different day and you just don't know which way it's going to go. So together, pray for each other and pray that we all get through the holidays. I'm doing better than I've done in years past because I'm staying super, super, super busy. I'm trying to give back to everything I can possibly give back to. And speaking of giving back, we had a beautiful event yesterday for a wonderful lady who has been the city clerk of Ball Ground for 39 years. She is retiring, so we're going to go to some photos now from events that have been happening in Ball Ground, things that we've been involved in, and then we're going to show you some pictures of Karen Jordan, who gets to retire after 39 years. Now that's a pretty big deal. We've opened our office to the public for years during the Christmas parade, and it's just been such a joy to meet and see y'all and get to talk to you. And many of you, we've sold your homes, we've listed your homes, we've sold you a home. You know, it's amazing how it all connects and it comes back together. But Ball Ground is such a beautiful city, and it is just a warm place of friendliness and goodness. And this is the building that we had. We had 2 buildings open this year, and it was just awesome to see so many smiling faces And so many polite children who said, thank you for the cookies. May I please have another hot chocolate? It's really cold. Just really, really nice folks. And so I'm so thankful to be a part of that community. And Karen Jordan has been the leader of that community in many ways for a long, long time. But you think about it, 39 years. So we celebrated her yesterday, and it was a rainy, dismal, dreary day. But I think Donna said she fed about 2,000 people because a whole lot of people came out to celebrate Karen. And that's what we should all do. You know, today, celebrate somebody that you know has done something for other people. Celebrate somebody who volunteers, whether it be somebody like Lucy Harris who volunteers on the Veterans Program to restore the monument. Do what you can to celebrate someone else who deserves it. And that we're celebrating us because we love opening the door and we love welcoming people into Ball Ground. That's what we do. We're your local realtors, and we try to give back. We try to give back. Evelyn is the volunteer extraordinaire. She makes me look like I'm doing child's play because she's into everything, and it's just crazy. But we had so much fun decorating the window of this beautiful building using Coca-Cola stuff in memory of Ball Ground Coca-Cola Bottling Company. And there is our Santa and his Mrs., and we are so proud of our Santa, and just praying that things go well this next year for them. As you age and as you've done a whole lot of tree hopping in that sleigh, you get to feeling your bones aching. So it was a cold, cold night, and I think Santa was about whooped when that thing was over because it was very, very cold. And he was in the open sleigh, and not a lot of heat going on there. But we've also got a special video, compliments of Doris Dean. She and David were involved in traveling down the parade route with Santa. And that is a shot that she took in a video, and I captured it in a still, and then we're going to show you the video. It was absolutely breathtaking, and I was so thankful that we got to use this. And everybody will get to see, because a lot of folks said, man, it was so cold, my kids wanted to leave, they didn't stay to see Santa. So now you get to see Santa in all his glory. And this, I got to remind you, if you need specialty cakes, pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, who is that baker you use? It is Leanne Christ, and she is absolutely amazing. That is a cake that mimics the model home where our office is. And boy, was that a good cake. So again, you know, you don't have to do anything except maybe feed your family. Don't go out and do a bunch of shopping and buy stuff that they throw over there in the corner, and then the next yard sale they put it out in the yard sale. You know, just get together and have some laughter, have some love, have a little bit of sharing stories and memories. And I think that's what Christmas should really be about. And there we go. As the honoree, Miss Karen Jordan was celebrated yesterday, and she was celebrated, and she looked gorgeous. She had on a beautiful red dress and just looked so pretty. So to everybody who came out to honor her, thank you for being there. Thank you for being a part. And there she is. She was our grand marshal in the parade. It's all about giving back, and nobody knows more about giving back than Karen does. So again, if you're in town in Ball Ground, go by and tell her thank you. And there is Christmas Pete. There is Christmas Pete. And that is the highlight of all parades. He has set the standard for any and everybody to try to catch up. They're doing the great music. They're using the positive thoughts. They're showing up at places. And I was looking at their schedule, and oh my gosh, they have so much going on. And they're going to anywhere from the Health Care of Atlanta, the Children's Health Care of Atlanta. They're going to all the parades. They're going to hospitals. And I said one of the joys of seeing Christmas Pete is just the lights and the music, and it just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel good, and that's what we need to do. Now, to all the folks up in Fannin County, I know you knew them, you love them. Euless Thomas has just joined Sweet Sheila in heaven. He went to be with the Lord yesterday morning, and what a wonderful, wonderful man. What a joy to have known them and seen them riding around in that little beetle bug, Herbie, that they were known for riding all over Fannin County in. He was a hard worker. He was a good, good man, and Jesus was there waiting to hold out his hand to him. He was such a fine man, and he went to be with the Lord yesterday morning, and he will be celebrated. He was 93 years old, and had ever since Sheila left, he had been wanting to leave this world, and he finally got his wish. So he got his Christmas wish a little bit early. And there is, now we're going to show you this. Watch that. Is that not cool? That was so cool that they were so close by and they got to get this footage, because a lot of kids didn't even get to see Santa because they got cold, they got tired, and they said, we didn't see Santa. So now there you go. You get to see him in all his glory. And that sleigh is so pretty. So pretty. But it's not heated again. And so that cold weather was, I think it was whooping Santa. Yeah, it was pretty cold and pretty miserable. And that is as he headed down 372 in Ball Ground on Friday night. Great crowd. Amazing atmosphere. People sat out there in the cold, wrapped in quilts and blankets. It was just patiently waiting, and then some kids just said, I can't stand it anymore. That was the good thing about being in the buildings where we were. We offered heat and refreshments for people, so it got you out of the weather a little bit. And thanks to everybody who came in. And so many people were just so sweet. They said, I can't believe y'all do this. And I said, yeah, we love doing this. And that's what it's about. The holidays are about giving back and staying in a good spirit and a good frame of mind and helping somebody else. So, and there is Santa, who has helped many, many children for many, many years. I bet he's wishing he had on fur gloves instead of just cotton gloves. But he and the Mrs. have done a whole lot for our community, and we're so very, very thankful to them. And I'm so thankful to Doris Dean for having this footage, because we did not have any footage of Santa, and this is just incredible. Absolutely awesome. And so for all you kids who said, oh, we left early, we were tired, we were sleepy, we were cold, there you go. There's what you missed in the parade. You forgot that Santa was the last. He is the last thing in the parade. And everybody was so excited to see him, and yeah, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And I haven't heard a number count on the parade. Last year, I think there were 6,000 people who attended. I'm not sure what the number was this year, but even in the cold, the streets were just packed. And that's what it's about. You know, get out with your community, do something to celebrate the holidays, and do something to give back. And yeah, we did it in a big way in Ball Ground. It was fun. And I know Copper Hill, we were talking about this, they do theirs during the day. And I actually enjoy doing their day parade, but there was a conflict with other things I was doing that day. But I like that day parade too. I think it's just as much fun. So, you know, do whatever works for your community. And now we know that Christmas Pete is going to be all over the place between now and Christmas, the night before Christmas Eve. He's going to be everywhere, and we will share that schedule with you a little bit later. But I want to remind you, $20. I'm doing your Christmas shopping for you. How easy is this? And it says on here, the Towing Museum. And it is giving back. It is giving back every penny that you spend on this hoodie. And I guarantee you, your kids and your grandkids will wear them. They don't care if it's Christmas. They'll wear it through January and February. So again, how beautiful is that? And that's a $20 gift. And I want you to pick up the phone and call Malden Towing and say, hey, I want to get some of those hoodies. And know that the money is going to a good place. And when you look at this empty seat, some tow truck drivers didn't make it. Some tow truck drivers may be in the hospital recovering from injuries. Some tow truck drivers never saw it coming, and that's what happens. So they're just doing their job. So please, in honor of them and in memory of those who are lost, think about this. And the Towing Museum is a way to give back. And again, every penny goes to help those who lost their lives. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to share some music by Mr. Ellijay, because we've got to get in the Christmas spirit. And if this cold, miserable day doesn't get you in the Christmas spirit, I know your toes are cold this morning. My toes are cold this morning. It was windy. It was miserable. It rained all night long. but joy comes in the morning, and we will see joy very soon because we're going to be celebrating Jesus' birth. So let's take a commercial break, and I'll be right back.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time, and delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
See us anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Without you, I'll be so blue, thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't mean a thing, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have another blue Christmas. By now in New York City, there's snow on the ground, and out in Pumpkin Center, Tell's Creek is Carter's bound, and maybe down in Memphis, Graceland's all in lights, and on beautiful Fort Mountain, there's peace on earth tonight. Christmas in Dixie, it's snowing in the pines. Merry Christmas from Dixie to everyone tonight. It's windy in Chicago, and the kids are out of school. There's magic in Motown, the city's on the move. In Jackson, Mississippi, to Charlotte, Carolina, and all across the nation, it's a peaceful Christmas time. Christmas in Dixie, it's snowing in the pines. Merry Christmas from Dixie to everyone tonight. And from up on old Fort Mountain, Merry Christmas tonight. Mistletoe hung where you can see. Every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Halls with boughs of holly rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
How do you like them apples, Ellijay?
Get up, everybody. It's Christmas time. Jingle bells, jingle bells, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride in Santa's sleigh tonight. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells. Or two ago, I set out on my way down the old dirt road on that Georgia clay. The afternoon was mine, the truck was running fine. I drove and drove till I wound up in downtown Ellijay. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Come on, everybody, it's Christmas time. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells.
Okay, you better be in the Christmas spirit and the Christmas mood by now. If you're grumpy and tired and your feet are still cold, just smile because you got to hear some of Mr. Ellijay's great Christmas music. If you love the Christmas music, he loves doing it. So share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors, tell them to watch the rerun today, and you'll get to hear more of it. I want to do a couple of prayer requests now, and one of them many of you know. Many of you know that Hans Rufert has spent quite a while in the hospital, and he has been hospital hopping lately because he has been in the Rome Hospital, the Piedmont Hospital, the Northside Hospital, where he is today. He had some surgery yesterday. We hope that will be helping him to get through what he is facing. Y'all know, I mean, he is a miracle from Jesus. There is no way your prayers, your love, your caring has gotten this young man through 17 years of near-death experiences over and over and over. He is going to recover. We have to declare it. We have to pray for it. We have to know that God is good and God loves this boy or he wouldn't still be here. So please pray for him. And also, I'm not going to tell you this gentleman's name, but he's from here in Ellijay, Georgia, and he's a hard worker. He works 2 jobs, 3 jobs. He's busy. He's a good family man. He's just a really, really good guy. And he came home from the hospital after sadly having to have most of his leg amputated from the knee down, and it just broke my heart. If you think you're having a bad day, no, look around you. There are so many people hurting. There are so many people who need our prayers. There are so many people who are smiling, who are staying positive through the hardest times and the hardest things in life. If you're a whiner and a moaner, you don't need to be around me right now, because I've got as much to whine and moan about as anybody, but you can't do it. You know, I mean, I cry still because I think of my daughter and I miss her so much, but I look around and I'm one of just a few mothers. I'm now a part of a club of mothers who lost their children, and we've just got to get through these days. We have to celebrate the holidays, we have to celebrate Jesus' birth, and we have to do something for somebody else. Now, before I leave this show today, I hope I have convinced you to spend $20. Now, $20, a $20 bill. We all know that hoodies cost a bunch of money. Every penny of this Christmas Pete hoodie goes to the museum to help the people who were killed in the line of duty being a tow truck operator. I guarantee you, each one of you sitting out there knows somebody who has worked in this field. This is one of those things, never one time in my life did I look at my boys and say, I think it'd be great if you had a job doing a tow truck. No, never, because it is very, very dangerous. But if you do it and you make a living doing it, then God bless you. God bless you and God protect you. So remember, this came from Malden's Body Shop down in Canton, Georgia. Look up the phone number. I could give it to you if I could remember it, 770-479 something, something, something. But call and order these. You can go by and pick them up. And again, the best $20 gift, because the kid will wear it over and over and over. And every time you see your kids, your grandkids in these hoodies, it should make you smile, because Christmas Pete makes a lot of people smile. We're going to go to more music by that man who makes y'all smile, laugh, cackle. He's just crazy. But I have asked for a very, very special Christmas gift this year. It's not going to cost anybody anything, but I have asked my crew to learn to do the Trump dance. And so I don't know how long it's going to take them to practice it, but we've only got a few days before the Christmas, when we take a Christmas break. So they better get to dancing and practicing. And I told them, I said, Nicholas has learned everything watching people do it on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube, except for me, I can't do it because I have no rhythm. I have zero rhythm. So if you know how to do the Trump dance, you might call Trace and you might tell them that you want to teach them how to do the Trump dance. So that's what I've asked them to give me for Christmas. We're going to go now to some music by that man that y'all love, Mr. Ellijay.
It was Christmas time in my hometown in 1989. Kinfolk would be coming down, but none of whom were mine. So I told the captain, I'll just work a double, I believe, so the ones that have their families can be home on Christmas Eve. I'm a policeman in Georgia, and a young one, by the way. Silver bells, shotgun shells, and a 4-door Chevrolet. The weatherman says snow tonight, and no one should be out. Slim left word to park the cruiser and patrolling my old Scout. Barely just into the night, as the snow came falling down, dispatch come on with a call to the bridge just north of town. The call came from a payphone. They said they saw a light. As I approached, an old guitar was ringing through the night. There beneath the steel and stone, on a worn-out sleeping bag, an old man sat there all alone, humming one by Hag. The fire lit up his tired old face, his eyes shined in the light. He said, "Lieutenant, I guess I'm out of place, but I'll just be here for tonight." Dispatch come back on the air. "Is everything 10-4?" I told him I'd be there a couple minutes more. I said that old Gibson's sounding fine. He said it's all that's left that I call mine. It's been with me since 1954. I had a loving family, but the Lord, He needed them more than me. New Year's Eve, 1967. It seems like only yesterday, but it was long ago and far away. I'm on the road, and they're all up in heaven. He said, "Anyway, I can't play like before. My fingers don't work good anymore. If you'll let me stay here just tonight, I'll be gone by morning light." I stood a block of wood up on its end, and he handed me his only friend. I sat down there by the fire, and I played that old man's heart's desire. As he lay back there on his sack, I played the one about the Cadillac, and I watched him as he drifted off to sleep. I put his old guitar to bed, chunked his fire, and in my head, a scene played out that I will always keep. Be careful how you treat them all. You never know when you might fall and need someone to show a little love. Or even in just what disguise something opens up your eyes, or when you'll have a visit from somewhere up above. 2C's 10-8. Merry Christmas, Ellijay. Is that Rudolph?
I think so.
You're in Ellijay?
Yeah.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, "Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history." Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. But then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer,
You'll go down in history.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer,
You go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history.
Rudolph's in the middle, had to get a lot done. Visit every little boy and girl in this big old world. We were doing 90 miles an hour when I hit my last gear. Then we shifted to the power of a red-nosed reindeer, 18 wheels in the sky, airborne overdrive. We did 3.1 billion miles away in a Peterbilt sleigh. In a Peterbilt
Now, if you want to make little boys happy and often little girls happy, you could take them to the towing museum and let them see the tow trucks of yesteryear, the tow trucks of today. But Christmas Pete set the standard. Over 17 years ago, they started doing this, and I want to read you the rest of his schedule for this year, so think about this. Okay, December the 12th is Cedarhurst Assisted Living. December 13th is Christmas in Canton. December 14th is the Canton Parade. So if you haven't been to the Canton Parade, you need to go this year. And then they go to Shiloh Church in Jasper. So they're going to double dip that night, do two different things. And then they have a private church party event. And then they have an event at the Reformation Brewery in Woodstock. And then Choate's Barbecue in Woodstock. Town Mills Subdivision, Boys and Girls Club, Nutrition 140, Manor Lake at Bridge Mill, Hopewell Baptist in Milton, and then December 24th, they land at Action Church. So December 24th, before Santa goes to work, Christmas Pete will be at Action Church on Christmas Eve. These are all subject to change. We learned the hard way. You can't get that truck out in the rain and the blowing wind because the speakers don't work and often the lights fail. So the weather has to be perfect, and if they have to cancel something, then it's because the weather didn't cooperate, and we've seen a lot of non-cooperating weather lately. But please take your children to see Christmas Pete. It will give them joy that cost you nothing. Go to the parades and get to see him, and when Christmas Pete starts down the street, you can see the joy in the crowd. I mean, it is all about giving back, and that's what Malden has done for over 17 years now. So tell them thank you. And my way of telling them thank you is to make y'all, I'm going to force feed y'all to spend $20 each. And honestly, I'll be wearing my hoodie. If you see me every day and I have on my Malden Christmas Pete hoodie, don't be surprised. I may live in it from now until Christmas. Actually, I have several, so I can wash them and wear them. But how cool is that? What a great gift for your teenagers even for your whole family. I think it would be great for photos. And boys, have y'all learned how to do the Trump dance yet? Y'all getting it in there? You know, you got to get up there and practice. I don't know what their problem is. All it takes is a little rhythm. Y'all got rhythm?
I was gonna wing it. But
You can do it. Next show we do live, you're going to be doing it. So
okay.
y'all got to practice. And, you know, it's time to feel good. It's time to feel good in America. Yesterday, the acquittal of Daniel Penny up in New York set a fire wave with some people who totally disagreed with what happened, and they thought that he should have been found guilty, which is totally unreal. And then the standard was set. He was doing what anybody would do to save other lives. And that is what it's about. Do today what you can do to make somebody else's life better. Do today what you can do to give back. Whether it be go through your closets and get up a bunch of stuff to take to the thrift store, whether it be make a donation to any of the many things in our community that are helping others. And please don't forget the Veterans Memorial. They're working hard to raise the money to save this memorial here in Ellijay and to bring it back to its glory and to make it last forever. So if you want to get in touch with Lucy Harris or any of the people on the board, please do that and make a difference. Instead of giving gifts that people don't need, half of the people that get stuff say, oh my gosh, I'll never use that. You don't want to hear those words. You want to give them something they can use, or you want to do something in honor of them. And one of the things I've done in the past is to make a donation to Wreaths Across America in honor of the many, many people I know who are laid to rest there. And I think that is a great way to give back. There are so many ways that we can give back that honestly, it's not anything you have to dust. It's not anything that you have to return because it doesn't fit. It's not anything that you really don't like anyway. It's a way of giving back to the things that really matter. And nothing matters anymore in America than the veterans of America. So if you have a way to give to any association that supports our veterans, from Tunnel to Towers to the local American Legions, to any way you can do to make a difference in the life of a veteran. We learned the hard way last year when we were gathering coats. We gathered coats and coats and coats, and we found that they still needed thousands of coats for homeless vets just in Georgia. So it is around us. This has been an unusually cold couple of 10 days. You know, it's been cold, it's been miserable. And we think if we've been miserable and cold and we're inside our nice warm toasty houses, what about the vets that are living on the street? We have got to do better in America, and I believe with all my heart that after January the 20th, we're going to see things that are different for our veterans. We're going to see things that make a difference in all our lives. We are going to see that we're not making a choice on is there food on the table or is there a roof over your head. I think we're going to see some differences. We're already seeing a great atmosphere of just feeling good. So maybe this is the Christmas we're all going to feel good. You might even be nice to that son-in-law you're not crazy about. You might be nice to that girl that, you know, you're just not sure if she's good enough. You know, you're just not sure, but you got to do it, guys. We've got to stay positive. We've got to stay focused, and we have got to look forward to 2025. Jesus is still on the throne. Things are really, really going to be better. And I see so many people who are finally feeling there is hope in the air. Some of the lenders that we work with have said that their rates are coming down just a little bit already, and they're seeing some first-time buyers come back into the market. There are a lot of folks who waited because they weren't sure they could make it through this last 4 years of terror that we have just gone through. And now there is hope again. There is always hope. We have to just put our hope in Him, and we have to remember that Christmas is really about a very, very special birth, and we all have to be a part of that. We have to remember that that's what the holidays are about. And when you want to get scorned and angry and mean and just yucky, don't do it. Don't do it. Put on some good, happy music, and if you're lucky enough to have the CD of Dwight's Christmas music, that'll keep you smiling because he did the music in his way with his little kicks about Ellijay. And if you listen to the words of the song about the police officer who worked to double that day because he had no family close by, he had no family to spend time with. You think about it, there are going to be a lot of police officers on duty on Christmas Day. There are going to be firefighters on duty on Christmas Day. We owe them a great debt of gratitude. And if you have a big party at your church or you have a big party at your home and you have a lot of food left over and you don't know what to do, fix a big, huge platter or a big box and take it by your local fire department. By the time the holidays are over, those boys ought to have gained some weight, because we ought to think about those who give tirelessly, whether it be the EMTs or, you know, anybody who works on those holidays. There are a lot of people who won't be at home with their family because they will be serving you, serving me. The veterans won't be home on the holidays. Many of them won't even get to see their family. They might get to do a telecall, but they won't get to see their family. And that's what it's about, getting home for the holidays. Not everyone will make it. And also pray for those tow truck drivers. Remember, on those cold, cold nights when they're laying under a truck, putting a chain on it, trying to fix it, often tragedy happens, and we need to remember all of those. So please, again, Malden Towing, Canton, Georgia, where you can get your Christmas Pete hoodie for $20, and all $20 goes to the foundation to help those who lost their life in the line of duty, just doing their job, I hope that you have a job that you love. I know I've got 2 jobs I love, and I'm very thankful for that. Thankful for y'all. I hope you'll come down to Ball Ground and get to know the tiny city that we truly love. But don't forget, from Ball Ground to Turtletown, we truly are neighbors serving neighbors. I hope you'll join us again soon. And don't forget, share this on YouTube and let everybody know about these $20 hoodies, because we would like to see them sell completely out and know that a lot of money went toward these folks who gave their life just doing their job. I'll see you again soon on ETC, and subscribe to YouTube, because remember, YouTube doesn't cost you anything, and you can go in there and look through the old programs and you might see yourself. I'll see you again soon.